Everybody, Chris Eggleston here from GravityRanger.com, and excited today to introduce you to a plugin that we found as it's an add-on for Gravity Forms called Live Summary. And one of the things I really like about this plugin is it adds a cart-like feature to Gravity Forms. If you've used Gravity Forms before, you know that there's no cart functionality in the sense that you can't add products to cart and then progress to the cart to complete the checkout. The checkout needs to take place within the form. You can manipulate that with multi-page forms, for example, by creating like a product page, and people can select their products and then going to the next page and calling it a checkout page, and then they're completing the purchase. But ultimately, if you think about a lot of carts, you have the ability to load the cart and see a visual representation of the cart loading of items being added into a cart and then going and being able to check out. And I think that's one of the missing factors of Gravity Forms is it doesn't have that cart functionality, which is kind of hard to introduce. But the thing I really like about this plugin I'm about to show you, Live Summary, is that it gives you more of a cart feel or cart type functionality. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. Just gonna share my screen. All right, so you should see my screen now. And right here is what I'm talking about. This is the Live Summary. So this is a very basic form I set up just to introduce or to demonstrate this functionality. So you'll see right here, this is the summary. And so I've got multiple products on the page. And by default, the $250 is displayed because that product is technically selected. It doesn't have an option not to be selected. So the add-on, membership add-on, is another product. So if I do no thanks, you'll see the order summary update. If I do yes, you'll see it update again, switching to an additional $100. Okay, so pretty slick. I've added just a simple coupon option, which when added, you'll see again the discount added to the summary, and then it reduces the cost by $100. Okay, and again, we can update that, put the $100 add-on back in, and you'll see the summary change. So pretty slick little plugin. Again, this is a very basic demonstration of what it can do. One of the things I really like about it is again, it kind of gives you more of a cart feel to your forms. I think it would improve conversions, and I'll explain why. I think a lot of times with Gravity Forms, we have a total field within Gravity Forms. You can see the total, and so as people are going through and they're selecting different product options, they'll see a total, but there's no built-in order summary or subtotal or anything like that kind of breaks it down. GravityWiz does have an add-on which is supported by this Live Summary plugin. I think it's called an e-commerce perk, but essentially adds some other product type fields, a subtotal being one of them, I believe, taxes, discounts. So it adds some additional fields that you can use within Gravity Forms to again add more cart-like functionality, commerce-like functionality to your forms. And with that combined with Live Summary, I believe will add a really slick commerce cart type feel to your forms and make them feel a little bit more advanced and slick for your users. Because as they're going through building out their cart, they're going to see in real time using something like Live Summary, the changes within the form. And so it would make it easier, I think, for the user to be able to be confident in completing that purchase, as opposed to having to, figure out the difference, in adding this product and removing that product. And it just makes it real slick for them to be able to visualize that. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump in to the actual form editor here and show you the form this plugin settings. So this plugin does have a free and a paid version. Obviously, when you have a freemium plugin, the paid version is just adding additional functionality to the plugin. And these are the settings that are added with this plugin. So you can turn the summary on and off, which is the display in the right-hand side here. You can actually even move the display from the right to the left, as seen here. You can change the padding between, you can change the width of the summary box. You can enable the total in summary, which is ideal. The other great thing about this is there is custom styling built into the plugin. So instead of having to use CSS to customize the look and feel of this order summary box, you've got some functionality built right into the plugin, allowing you to change the font colors, family, the size, the alignment, the weight, so bold, how bold. You can add some background color, real simple, some borders, adjust the padding. So some basic CSS, but again, makes it easier if you just need to make some minor changes to improve the look of the order summary. So that displays, as I mentioned, the order summary here on the right-hand side. Now, if we turn that off, I want to show you another feature of this add-on, which is new or newer to the add-on. They've added the ability to put a order summary directly within the form itself. So instead of being on the right-hand side, you can add it in the form, which is also pretty slick. And I've done this in the past as well with Gravity Forms, and it required, some custom coding, CSS, several HTML fields, conditional logic, or using a third-party add-on like Populate Anything from Gravity Perks that allows you to use merge tags within HTML fields and things like that. But this plugin makes it nice because you can do everything within the one plugin. So they've added a field, and it's in the advanced fields, and it's called Live Summary. So if we drop that at the end of our form, and we're going to go ahead and turn on the title, we're going to turn on total, and I'm just going to see if there's any specific settings. There's not. So those ones are what we need. So we'll save the form. And then we'll go back to the page and refresh it. Okay, so you'll see that I disabled the order summary here on the right, and I've added this order summary to the actual form. So this is really slick. Again, I've done this before with custom coding and HTML fields and things like that. But again, this takes care of all of it for you, so it makes it real nice. So as we go through, we're going to see the same thing. Okay, we're going to see our order summary changing as we're making selections. And even if you have a long form and you don't see it initially, the nice thing is that before you make that final submission and move forward, you have a complete summary of what you're purchasing here. Okay, so really slick way to add a summary to your form. I'm going to link to everything that I mentioned, obviously, in this video. I'll link to all the other plugin solutions I mentioned. I'm going to link to the article that I wrote, which shows you how to build an order summary like this with HTML, CSS, and some conditional logic, just so you can see the difference in complexity, if you like, because I really think this is so simple that it just makes me want to have an order summary on every form. So where do you get it? You get it from geeksontheroad.com or geekontheroad.com, sorry. And I'll have a link to all this below the video in the description. But this plugin has a lot of functionality. It's got some actions and some filters, so you can do some custom development. We're going to be working on building some very unique forms using this add-on that will enable us to create some templates that people can download and take advantage of and use this add-on with. But there's a lot of cool checkout pages that I see people trying to mimic or create within Gravity Forms. Things like Thrivecart or Samcart, ClickFunnels, Kartra. Like, a lot of them have really cool checkout pages that would have required a lot of custom development and configuration that is now possible to do with Live Summary, with still a little bit of customization for a few of them. I imagine. Like we're working on building one for ThriveCart right now. And the thing about ThriveCart is on the right-hand side above the order summary, it has a layout of all the things that that you're purchasing. So it has like a benefits layout. Let's see. I can pull it up here. Here you go. So this is a ThriveCart checkout page. And so you'll see on the right-hand side above the order summary, you've got, what you're getting, a picture of the product and the benefits of, or what you're going to get bullet pointed out here with your purchase. So we're working on creating a template that mimics this with the custom buttons and the nice layout with live summary that allows you to put these options above your order summary on the right-hand side. So just kind of an example of things that you couldn't previously do with Gravity Forms without some custom coding that you can now do with something like live summary. And so anyway, I recommend you go check it out. Like you can see here, it's literally only $25 a year. I would say go buy it before they realize that that's way underpriced for the value this plugin delivers. But if you have any questions, just like always, feel free to reach out to us. I always recommend you reach out to the author. I'm sure they'll take pre-sale questions, but we're happy to help answer any questions or help you get things done that you need to do with Gravity Forms. So check us out at gravityranger.com. You can reach us there, or you can email us through gravityranger.com as well. But if you have any questions, you can post them below this video wherever you're watching it, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. All right, we'll see you in the next video.